What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. One Piece 638. It's been about a full week since I've reacted to One Piece. So I'm trying to remember where we left off. Got the Tournament of Power subgroup thing going on here. The episode hasn't even started. I guess Hack got defeated. I actually liked his character, the kind of martial art fishman thing we had going on. But supposedly Vampire Boy over here is the real... Well, is he the real deal? He's the real deal amongst whatever nonsense this group is. Is he actually worth a damn? I gotta see his level of competition. The older man that's had issues with Garp, that was like headbutting, Snorlax, body slamming people. What he's doing, power low. Again, you start getting into these blurred lines of what is just base power. Like what we used to see Luffy and Zoro and Sanji and others do, you know, pre-time skip. Where it's like, oh, that's nothing Devil's Fruit related. That's just, and nothing Haki related. That's just their skills as a fighter, as a swordsman, whatever. Then you have what is a Devil's Fruit. Then you have what is Haki. And I feel like we're always going to be drawing that line of like, which of the three is it? And then it's like all three working interwoven at the same time. It's a lot. But yeah, that's where we're at. Groups spread all over the place. We're coming up to some heavy hitters here. A guy that can supposedly one punch any emperor out there if he wanted to. Bellamy, which I feel like he should be the one to win this because I feel like they've given him the most backstory on like his loyalty to wanting to become part of the group, the family. And then him, and then there's a couple other ones as well. So we'll see where it ends up leading off at. I want it to be Bellamy because I feel like there's a story there. Because we're starting to see it of like, some people know that they're never going to become like the #1 hero or Hokage or King of the Pirates. But like somebody else will inspire them so much that they're willing to put their dreams aside or whatever it is to fully like support. Like we saw, what were the two that he had working for him? The one that always had the Virgo and Monet. Like they believed it so blindly that they were willing to like lock and load and die for that man. And I don't know if Bellamy falls under the same category or he's heading that direction as well. I want to see it through somebody's eyes that's willing to like die for him, of like, why are you willing to follow him? The same way we have our Straw Hats with Luffy and how they feel about following him and supporting him. And we've seen the why. We've seen what he's done for them. Doflamingo reaching out and calling Virgo before he dies and letting him know, and them calling him young master, and they believe in him, become king of the pirates, do it, go for it. I want to see like what that is. Now there's a whole house full of family members that we could get that storyline from, but Bellamy's like right here. So maybe they'll do it with that. Let's jump into it and see what we get. Let us see what we get. Great character design, Shikamaru. Great character design. When do the like family come and watch this? I'd love to see Doflamingo come in here and watch this, or maybe it would just be broadcasted to them. But then we also have the storyline of like, I don't know if Doflamingo has time to come watch this fight. Your island currently has a navy infestation with an admiral here as well, so you better be ready to go. He might have this more important things to deal with, like the seriousness of his island. Was the Unknown Gladiator done? Did Blue Gilly have a fishman tattoo on his leg? What was that? Garen, get up. Is that Garp in there? Is that... That's not. We've never seen Garp use a sword like that. That can't be. No. Now they're giving this masked gladiator some backstory. He hates Doflamingo for some reason. Dude's over here still shadowboxing, getting his shit ready. What are you looking at me for? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You guys don't think they're just gonna stab you in the back? Let's be honest here with ourselves. Does he have a fisherman tattoo on his legs? Or am I on crack? Was that an Arlong? What am I looking at there? It looks exactly like Nami's tattoo, kinda. I need to see that again. Maybe I'm on crack. Maybe he doesn't. He stabbed them in the back. What did I just say? Can't trust that Sonic the Hedgehog villain piece of shit. I don't even know his name. Played Sonic so much growing up, I have no idea what his name is. And I've never seen the animated ones with Jim Carrey either, so I have no idea who the character is. I mean, no shit. Are they working together? Oh, God. Bro, he already plotted with you. You think he wouldn't quadruple plot? I keep trying to look at that tattoo. It's such a specific design choice to put that right there. I need to see it. I'm trying to see it. Don't do it, old man. 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 Idiot. You betrayed me, bro. You've been betraying people all day. So the king's just freeballing now. No protection? But he only gets one punch here. Imagine having to use it and it's not the last guy standing. Imagine having to use it and it's not the last guy standing. What the hell are you going to do against Bellamy? Bro, that's... He's so locked in, like he just has to keep fucking warming up. I want to see that tattoo on his leg. Getting Bellamy versus Bartolomeo. Who's left besides those two and Blue Hair Boy and the King? The most annoying pirate who should just go away. What the fuck is going on? He got some reflection devil's fruit here? What's this Yatamura shit he's got going on? Did we just see Bellamy get one tapped again? What is this, like, reflection, you hit me, it hits back 10 times harder shit? Is Bellamy really toast? And if I'm Bellamy, am I not going in there with hockey? Like, I'm not taking any chances. Clearly, you can make contact if you have hockey, so why are we bullshitting? Why are you just out here... don't get me started. Why people choose to not lead with that. Lead with the hockey infused. Bellamy's gonna die. I mean, not die. He's not gonna get to continue the story. They just gave him the Doflamingo thought bubble. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't think it matters how much you coil up, buddy. I don't think you can get through the devil's fruit. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Hockey sound effect. Hockey sound effect. They've yet to show Bellamy use anything other than the springs. Did you really come all the way down to the New World, drop your knees at Doflamingo's doorstep, do all this crazy shit, and you haven't mastered I'm not gonna say master because I wouldn't even say Luffy and Zoro and the others have mastered haki. You haven't mastered even the elementary basics. I ate the reflect fruit. I keep showing Luffy hanging off the side of this fucking window. Yeah. They're giving Bellamy too much flashbacks. He's not going to get it. It's going to be Bartolomeo that wins this. There's no way you came to the new world. Wow, him cheering for Bellamy not to give up. It's interesting. I think the king's got to hit one tap him now. Guys, he can only do one punch. Why don't we all just go fuck him up? We know how it works, do we not? He's the most deadly attack in all of One Piece. Gear 87 Luffy couldn't deal with this shit. Oh gosh, see how this goes. What's this? What's this? I think this is going to be a shorter reaction, guys. The episode started at like 6.5 minutes in. I don't think we're going to get much content once they give us the mid and the post. He's ready? Maybe he'll just wipe out the whole arena. He's ready. He's ready. He's ready. He says, man says, I understand it now. I was waiting. I was going to say, is there an effect? Is there a light? Is there a change in aura knowing when it's ready? This is it. This is it. It wasn't all for show. I thought maybe they were just talking shit. He finally speaks. Man has got some aura on him. What's this? What if he hits hard enough, he'll take everybody out? Yeah, these hands. And they say the statement again. They just said it again. That'll blow up the whole arena. Here's the thing though, is there levels to it? Like, he has to spend an hour or a day or whatever charging it up. But what he expels, can he control that? Because again, like they're talking, if it has one power level, like as soon as I open the door, it just comes out, I can't control it. He will knock this entire place down. Can he volume control it? Or once he throws it, he throws it. Oh no. Halfway. Yep. That was a long opening, especially when we started at 6 minutes. Yeah. We got about a good 4 to 5 minutes maybe. That wasn't bad. I hate what they're doing to Bellamy, especially since we spent the pre-discussion talking about how we really want him to... That's funny seeing that labeled toilet. I don't know why. Yeah. Feeling Bellamy is not going to get much more screen time. It's the perfect setup. You just wait to expose Bartholomeo's Devil's Fruit ability in the finals. Keep it a mystery here. I actually don't even want to know what it is until we get later rounds. So I say, speak, boy. We ain't got all day for this shit. You got one leg and a fake gun. And save the world. You about to point that gun at us? keep charging that shit up out there. Maybe he's the king of the pirates. I mean, he is a king. I don't know. The thing is, like, you would never get this, you would never be able to use this in battle. Because if by chance you had multiple opponents to fight, or let's say someone's able to at least eat it, maybe you stun them, maybe you do kind of knock their asses out. To then think if you're not in like a Whitebeard situation, it's like, alright, you took out our strongest, but we're still going to jump your ass. He can't recharge it and he can't do it again. And if a battle pops off and he wasn't even aware that a battle was to pop off, he would never have it charged up. And even if I know you have the strongest attack in the world, like I said, Gear 97 Luffy couldn't even do it. Prime Gold Roger couldn't even absorb it. Teamed up with Whitebeard. I'm never gonna let you, like, charge that shit up. Ever. What? How was he able to grab him, though? I can't hit you, but I just grabbed you? How the fuck does that work? Well, we have to see the punch. They're all going for it. Is it going to take out the stands and everything? Did the king just win this shit? Dang, they even gave him an animation change. Luffy doesn't even get that. He's got to be able to control it. There's no way he wouldn't have just like exposed that whole Coliseum. He has to be able to control it. IMO. No way. He wouldn't have just killed 80% of the people in there, if not everyone. Well, who's left standing? Because here's the thing, if somehow Bellamy or someone was able to like roll out the way or anything, he's completely exposed right now. I just walk up to him and flick him outside the ring. He got the announcer jinx. He said, I don't think anyone could have survived that. There's going to be somebody left standing, I think. Show me the bodies. Where are they? He's way too happy. Way too cheerous. Where are they at? I won't believe it until I see Bellamy and everybody else. And Bartolomeo? Is that him? No. They said everybody but him, bro. Get fucked. The one person everybody hates. His devil's fruit, bro. What is it? He's got a reflect fruit, bro. What did I say? 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 Barrier, excuse me. Eh? Can they? I don't know if that's common knowledge at all. Well, the king's fucked now. I knew he ate some type of reflection fruit. I don't know about the crossing the fingers, but... Oh, and then he can attack with it. Nice. Imagine getting one tap like that. Put your head back. Yeah, it's over. Interesting. He can use it as a weapon as well. Now, you know the questions, right? You know the questions now. What would it take to break through that barrier? Yeah. Feel bad for Bellamy, because I wanted to see that storyline, but I'm sure that somebody that's already maybe closer to Doflamingo will be able to get that same storyline from why they choose to follow him, what it is about the young master, why do they think he has what it takes to become king of the pirates, what is the loyalty there, all that. Can everybody else see the barriers too, or is that just for us, the viewer? to that person? Who's that person? So he already has a devil's fruit too. He can't do anything with it if he wanted to. It's interesting. Because Bellamy made contact with him, but he's not a Logia. So I'm assuming he has to have it activated. He has to use it, think to use it. But you gotta ask yourself, okay, what can break through that? Just a basic, simple hockey-infused attack, I would assume. I would assume that no matter how strong the attack, if it is not hockey infused, he's able to reflect anything in the world. Is that a crazy statement? He's going to tell us everything about the Tragic Kingdom. We got to go back to the barrier. They did give him a cool effect, though. Bellamy TKO'd. I also wanted to see if we had a shot. I feel like we did earlier. Again, it's probably incorrect because if it had anything to do with anything, I feel like they would have showed us. There was a good shot earlier in the episode that had that tattoo. It was right there, exposed. It just looks so similar to like Arlong's tattoo, but I'm assuming again, with this guy that's probably going to get no more screen time, no involvement in the story. Okay, maybe that's just me, and it had actually nothing to do with anything to do. It just looks so similar, but easy to just look like it and not be a thing. I want to go to where he had the full-on just like barrier up. Yeah. But I'm assuming he knows hockey as well because they gave us the hockey sound effect when Bellamy was like attacking. I don't know if that was just for stylistic choice or they actually did give it to us. Yeah. I don't know what this create barriers by crossing their fingers. I don't know if that's just a child's story, whatever. But okay, yeah. I mean, we were pretty much piecing that together. But like I said, I would assume that he can stop and reflect barrier anything in the world. But then you would also think, could the most basic hockey-infused armament, some type of attack, easily break through that? I feel like you could say yes to both things, which is so weird. Because like there's some other devils, like there's literal Logias out there that are intangible. And it's like, oh, if I just know the basis of hockey, like I can actually touch them. It's so crazy how like they're essentially godlike, invincible, but having just this basic level of power understanding, you can then make contact. And so that's why I feel like it's not that outlandish to say the same thing here. The King's Punch could defeat an emperor in one shot if it wanted to, and he's just over here just okay, and just easily reflecting it. So I feel like it could be the same thing of like, this man can take 0% damage, can literally reflect an attack that's said to be strong enough to defeat an emperor. But at the same time, if I have any hockey-infused weapon or punch, I could break through that same barrier. To be able to make that same statement of he could reflect something that could defeat an emperor, but it also could just be one-tapped by hockey, is crazy to say. Now, I would assume, can he 360 himself in it? Because you say like, okay, well he could just reflect every attack. If I have a Buster Call on his ass, can he just simply reflect? If like I'm lighting him up with a Buster Call on steroids, just cannon fire after cannon fire, gunfire, all of it. Can he 360 and cover himself from the top and just sit there and absorb that? How long can he keep it? Can he keep the barriers active for? It's a very like spoiler Naruto, very like Obito type thing of like, how long can you keep that going for to where you start tiring out of like having to have the barrier? Because again, he's not Logia, so it's not just going to be a thing. He has to like put that up. Tons of questions with that. At least we did get to see the King's Punch. but it also kind of loses a bit of its steam when the first time we see it, it can't even fully defeat somebody. But yeah, not bad. Again, I figured it was going to be between him and Bellamy. No, again, it doesn't mean Bellamy's story still can't be involved in what I want it to be. But I kind of wanted to see, what are you bringing to the table here that Doflamingo would even consider you? And if you can't even win this, you can't even get past the first round. It's not like you lost in the finals to Luffy or some shit. Man can't get past the first round. I'm starting to assume he doesn't even have hockey, which is wild as hell. But we will see. Not a bad episode. We'll leave it there and see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,